The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Next goal will win the hockey game and move in to the second round. Here is a shot from Rankin. They scores! Nathan Rankin, a 3-2 overtime winner, taking the selfie with the glove.
It's time for the 2025 State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Hepper's Sports Center, Beck Motors, Xander Auto Parts, May Adam, and Lake Area Tech.
Now it's back on the far side. Schneider square away. That shot, he scores. Owen Schneider sends the Capitals to the third place game and the Rangers to the championship on a power play goal.
And by Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, and Pelican Power Sports.
It'll be played back again. Dozark waiting, and a pass now in front. They score! It's Keegan Kitts. He wins it in overtime, and the Capitals get third place. Kitts scores, and the Caps win.
And by Wagner Auto, the hockey headquarters, the Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association.
Not covered and play continues. It is going to be moved up. Schneider for Colley. He scores! Jacob Colley in overtime. Brookings 2024 state champions.
And now to the Kubota booth for the call of the game. Here's John Winkler and Jim Lloyd.
Well, the bar has been set as we are here for our second game. It was Sioux Falls West, a 5-4 double overtime win over the Aberdeen Cougars in game one. And now it's the Brookings Rangers and Mitchell Marlins trying to top that. Now, I think both teams would like to say, let's win a game of regulation, put ourselves in a better spot going into tomorrow. But we're off to a pretty good state tournament, and Brookings, a 2-seed, they're looking to win their 5th straight state championship after winning in overtime. You just heard that last call from last year, coming out, getting out of the open, that Brookings won in overtime, their 4th straight state championship being the Rushmore Thunder. And if you were picking the bracket, trying to predict who is going to be in the state championship, or just by seeds alone, you're looking at Rushmore and Brookings in a rematch of the state championship, and the Rangers start their journey here tonight against this afternoon against the Mitchell Marlins.
Well, the results that Brookings Rangers have put up, I mean, they speak for themselves. Four straight state championships, and now you come into this tournament sitting at a 2-seed. I mean, it is what it is. The Brookings Rangers, they do one thing when they come to a state tournament. They come here to win it.
They were tied in record-wise with Sioux Falls West, but they had the advantage over Sioux Falls West in the tiebreaker to get the 2-seed. And at 18-4, they are a team that is the number 2 seed. They get the Mitchell Marlins here in the first round, and they've got depth up and down. I mean, pick your poison of what line you want to go against, because all of them are going to be tough. Their defense is really good. Luke Honkamp's got 43 assists on the season, which somehow isn't the most in the state, but is second in the state. Jay Harris got 21 goals. Riley Lindstad leads with 22. From up and down the lineup, Brookings is very, very good.
Yeah, that line of Hyde, Lindstad, and Jensen, 42 goals on the year. And then compared to that other line, Harris, Heller, Christofferson, 37. So those top 2 lines, I mean, they're going to put it on you one way or another.
The Mitchell Marlins, they've got the second highest goal scorer in the state, Parker Denny, 43 goals. He's paired up with Lucas Yerke and Eston Schlimgen, so a combined 63 goals on that line. The second line between Brody Holes and Everett Morrison and Jack Hone, they still can score. That's 44 goals combined between those two lines. It is those two lines that are going to get the job done. If Mitchell moves on and beats the number 2 seed Brookings, those two lines have got to be able to score multiple goals.
Well, this entire Mitchell Marlins team will go through Parker Denny. It has gone through Parker Denny in the past. But I'll tell you, he's a guy that can get it done. I don't think there's anybody in the state, when the puck gets on his stick, that gets down the ice and around the corner faster than Parker Denny. He's the guy that they're going to have to stop.
Egan Jensen is the starting goalie for the Brookings Rangers. He has 4 wins in the season. He has only played in 4 games, all towards the end of the season. He did not play the first part. He's a very good goalie to have back. Not that their goalies were bad to begin with, but he adds on to that goalies' opportunities for the Brookings Rangers. He goes against Ian Vaughn, who played in every single game for Mitchell, started every single game, 11 wins for him. He's going to be excellent tonight, this afternoon, does Vaughn, to make sure that Mitchell comes away with a big upset, if they're going to make that big upset.
2 goalies, one's played all year, one's played some. Brookings goalie, maybe he doesn't see many shots. Maybe that's why he gives up less than one goal a game. Maybe he doesn't see any shots. Vaughn, we've seen him for a while. He's going to stop 87% of them, but he's going to give up 4 shots. Can you give up 4 shots against this Brookings team? I don't know if you can.
That's a tough one to say. I don't know if any team is going to give up 4 goals in a game other than Sioux Falls West, who won 5-4, but you're not going to be wanting to give up 4 goals a game against one of these top 2 seeds in Brookings and Rushmore. That's not probably going to end well, because they're not going to usually give up 4 goals themselves. But this Mitchell's in a spot where Parker Denny, like you mentioned, everything runs through Parker Denny. 43 goals in the season. If he can get the space that he wants, he doesn't need a lot, but if he can get the space that he wants, he can make this a track meet of a game. But as we know, Brookings is so good at the neutral zone, and they're so good in their defensive end, that you don't get many opportunities to score goals, because they're so good at getting the puck out of their zone, keeping you and making you make mistakes in the neutral zone, that if Mitchell gets the opportunities, they have to cash in. And if there is a team in the first round, got to have one of the best goal scorers in the state to make it happen, and Parker Denny is there for Mitchell.
Absolutely. And you'll see this Mitchell Marlins team, they'll look for him on the ice. They'll run him down deep in the neutral zone, and they'll look to get him out in space. That's where he's the best, out in space where he can use his legs.
Well, we had a little bit of some issue with the ice to start our second overtime, trying to make that the ice freeze a little bit better before they got rolling with that at second overtime. Hopefully we'll be in a good spot to get rolling on time here for our game between Brookings and Mitchell. Let's go ahead and take our pregame break. When we come back, we will get you set for puck drop between the Brookings Rangers and the Mitchell Marlins, as it is the first round, second game of the first round. We're about 45 minutes behind already with a double overtime game to open things up. Well, we'll be back with the starting lineups, opening puck drop. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, KKQQ and Brookings, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door, designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Verting Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verting Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verting Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verting Electric, 224-8684.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournament with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand making the dough, hand chopping the toppings, and hand shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
We welcome you back as we get set for the Mitchell Marlins and the Brookings Rangers. It is the number 2 seed Brookings Rangers. The Mitchell Marlins, the 7th seed. As we'll see if we pull the bracket up on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports and show you. There it is right there. Sioux Falls West, they won over Aberdeen, and they will play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night in the state semifinal. They will face the winner of this Brookings-Mitchell game, with Aberdeen then facing the loser at 1 o'clock. Then you see your other 2 matchups, Sioux Falls East and Yankton. That'll be Yankton's first ever boys varsity state tournament game. And then Rushmore and Watertown will play tonight in our final game. That's scheduled for an 8:30 time, but you're talking a West Coast type of game time. Watching the hockey game between Rushmore and Watertown, it'll be potentially closer to 9:30 by the time we start that game, and that obviously is all dependent on how the rest of the games go. But we're looking at a pretty late night here for day one, Jim.
Yep. Well, it's a good thing we've kind of contracted ourselves for the entire day,
right?
So we can be here the entire day. But what a fun game that first one was! It went from a 4-1 game. In 3 minutes, it's tied up and double overtime. What a neat way to start out this boys tournament.
And you always think about the second game is seeing how that first game goes, and both sides have a good opportunity to talk to their players and say, we're the lower seed. Look how quickly things can change. If we don't get down to ourselves, how quickly things can change. On the side of Brookings, they're the 2 seed. We go up by 3 goals. We have to keep our foot on the gas. We can't let that team come back, because look how quickly things change. So both teams in that first game got a good look and a easy talking point, and the proof was on the ice to start that first game and saying, hey, look, we're supposed to win, or we're not supposed to win, but this is how we have to handle our game, because if we don't, we're going to be flip-flop for where we want to be, and both teams are in a spot where they feel pretty good going into this game.
Well, yeah, it's state tournament time. It's all about confidence and momentum, and that's what you saw the Aberdeen Cougars get. They got that within 2, little confidence, a little momentum. All of a sudden, you get another one. But that's the way it happens in the state tournament. If you can keep a team from running away from you, everything can happen. Even at 3 goals, it's not over.
And where the Mitchell Marlins are coming and saying, we have to play our best hockey game against the Brookings Rangers right here. We got 1 game to try and play our best hockey game against Brookings. And the Rangers, they're not looking to the state championship already. Their aspirations are obviously to always win a state championship every single year. But you don't do that by overlooking opponents and overlooking your first-round opponent. And the Rangers are certainly not saying that they're taking the Mitchell Marlins lightly. These 2 teams, when they played the 2 times this season, it obviously was 2 wins for the Brookings Rangers. They beat Mitchell 6-3 in Mitchell, and then they beat the Marlins 8-2 at home. So while that first game was close and the second game got to run time, the Marlins are saying we've got a shot. We've got a shot to try and beat Brookings Rangers team as the Rangers make their way out of the ice.
Well, and the Brookings Rangers have a tradition, especially within the last 4 or 5 or more years. They play their best hockey this time of year. They they somehow find a way to peak going into the state tournament. Mitchell Marlin, it's gonna be a tall task to keep these guys within check. Got to keep it within a goal. You got to keep the game close to stay with them. You don't want the Brookings Rangers to get out 2 to 3, 4 goals because it's pretty hard to get back against the Rangers.
Yeah, all these lower seeds, maybe Yankton and Sioux Falls East can get away with it. Obviously, Aberdeen got away with it and came all the way back and almost won that game. But it was, Rushmore the same way for Watertown. You can't get down by more than 1 goal against the top 2 teams. It's not going to end well for you. We'll send things down to the introduction of our starting lineups for our game between Brookings and Mitchell.
Mitchell Marlins, number 4, Lucas Yerke. Number 11, Sten Chicken. Number 23, Parker Day. Number 31, Reagan Petty. Number 34, Connor Dean. And after the Marlins, Ian Vaughn. And now you're starting lineup by the Brookings Rangers. Number 6, Luke Hancock. Number 20, David Nye. Number 21, Bill Johnson. Number 27, Riley Vincent. Number 91, Matthew Jensen. And the Metro Rangers, Ian Jensen. The national anthem has been played previously, so there's one thing left to do. Let's play hockey!
So we are ready for our second game of the day between the Mitchell Marlins, the 7th seed, and the 2 seed Brookings Rangers. Jim Lloyd's got the call for you.
Both teams are circling by their prospective goalie. It's going to be the Mitchell Marlins in the black and white uniforms. They're going to be in the visitors' bench. Brookings Rangers coming in at the 2 seed. They are going to be in that home bench. Each team going through their routine. Mitchell Marlins are already at the circle and ready to go. We're about ready to face off. It's going to be Yerke and Talon High.
This will be an interesting start to the hockey game. What can this group do for Mitchell? Can they get an early lead? Can they get a lead on Brookings in this first period?
We're about ready to face off. It's our second game, and the puck is down in the neutral zone as Homkamp goes up, takes a swat at it. Mitchell Marlins first into the offensive zone. Puck caroms back around on the far side. Mitchell Marlins takes a shot, maybe tipped away in front. That was by Schlimgen. Schlimgen looking to get it back out to the blue line, and we're going to chase all the way down are the Mitchell Marlins on the far end. Our first game in overtime. So we're running late, of course, as the Brookings Rangers have to check back up in the neutral zone and going back in and leaving it for a teammate was Homkamp. Brookings Rangers far side looking for a centering pass and get one. There goes a shot. That's the first block for Ian Vaughn. And puck stays with the Brookings Rangers in the far corner. On the far corner, this is Harris. Harris back out over to Homkamp. Homkamp's going to look in. He leads the team in assists with 43 assists from his defensive position as the zone is held by the Brookings Rangers on the far side. There goes a centering pass. Goes a little bit wide. Mitchell Marlins out into the neutral zone. Give up the puck in the neutral zone. This is Christofferson. Dumps the puck over in the far corner. Mitchell Marlins chasing over Brookings Rangers in their offensive zone. Mitchell Marlins pinned down deep in their defensive zone. Look to reverse field. Now they chip it up. This one goes in from the Brookings Rangers defensive position. That was Crodman. Once again, down deep in the Brookings Rangers offensive zone. That's the far end from where we're at as this one comes out to the neutral zone. Tapping this one along is the Mitchell Marlins. Bringing that one was Denny. He can't keep it on his stick. And this puck caroms back around offensive zone by Mitchell Marlins. Now it does come out Going to the other end is the Brookings Rangers. They're going to go 2-on-1. This passes a backhanded shot. That goes over by Christofferson, just a little bit wide. Brookings Rangers retrieve down in the far corner now and back of Ian Vaughn. The Mitchell Marlins goaltender on the far end of the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Brookings Rangers continue to play in their offensive zone. Karam's all the way back around to Honkamp. Honkamp pushes it down deep. One loose stick in the near corner. Hockey headquarters, loose equipment as the Mitchell Marlins look to tag it up out of the neutral zone. Off the glass. There where Honkamp turns the puck in the right direction, going with his legs. He's looking up the ice in the near side, right by that scorer's booth. He's going to dump it in deep for the Brookings Rangers offensive zone. Brookings Rangers looking to take a shot, and that one gets fanned on. There's their first shot, couple players going down. Brookings Rangers holding the offensive zone. Over to Honkamp. He's on his forehand. Takes a shot, holds up, and this one goes on to Ian Vaughn by the Brookings Rangers from their defensive position. Brookings Rangers controlling their offensive zone early in this second period, or in this first period.
Vaughn with those 11 wins, 4.48 goals against average, 872 save percentage. Caleb Johnson took that shot. He was looking for that first opportunity. As you look at Egan Jensen, 4 wins, 0.66 goals against average, 927 save percentage.
Offensive faceoff won by Brookings. Shot goes on. Vaughn sticks it off to the outside. Brookings Rangers once again offensive zone. Taken off the stick. There was a shot in for the Brookings Rangers. Goes wide and a rebound attempt off the boards. And it is gloved by Vaughn.
Last week we kept talking about it. It's about surviving. You have to survive in the state tournament. You're watching Mitchell trying to survive this early onslaught with 4 shots on goal in the first 3.5 minutes.
Brookings Rangers offensive faceoff. Played down into the far corner. Into the far corner. Comes back out to the defense of the Brookings Rangers and pushed over to the opposite side. And now out into the neutral zone where the Brookings Rangers find it at the red line and turn this one back around deep into the offensive zone. Picked up there by the Mitchell Marlins. Tapped out into the neutral zone. Harris goes over, taps it in to the offensive zone momentarily. Back out to the neutral zone for the Brookings Rangers. Chipping it off the boards where the Mitchell Marlins are going to retreat back behind their own goalie in their defensive zone. Player goes down on the far side. Most of the play on the far side of the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena from where we were. And here's the Brookings Rangers moving in on the forehand, looking for a centering pass. Nobody home. Off the skate of a Mitchell Marlin into the glove of Vaughn.
Yeah, early on, 5 shots on goal and nothing really for Jensen to really see on the other side for the Rangers, because it has been hardly anything has gotten into the Brookings end of the ice.
Mitchell Marlins once again try to carry it up out of the defensive zone. Now they do slap it where Honkamp is going to turn it around, give it back to a defensive partner, back to Honkamp. Honkamp with a good crisp pass all the way up into the neutral zone, and this is pushed in to the offensive zone. Coming back the other way, there was an attempted shot by Denny. One shot and done for the Mitchell Marlins. This is Denny on the far side looking for a centering pass. Couldn't find anybody, but Schlimgen looking for another centering pass, and the Brookings Rangers are up the other way. This is dumped in deep by Schneider. Brookings Rangers get a change out all but a couple players. Mitchell Marlins up through the neutral zone in front of that scorer's table and dump it into the offensive zone. A little dump and chase here for the Mitchell Marlins. Chasing on was Morrison as the Brookings Rangers carry him around back of their own goal. Brookings Rangers taking a look in their defensive zone. This is Honkamp, reverses field. Now he looks up to the center of ice, and that goes up in the front. And that went to Carroll. Carroll going to dump it down deep. Offensive zone once again for the Brookings Rangers. We're at 11:27 in the second game today. First period action here. Mitchell Marlins, Brookings Rangers. As Mitchell Marlins defender takes the check in that far corner, held in once again by the Brookings Rangers. Pass comes out to the neutral zone. This is Denny moving in, skating around, did a nice job, broken up in traffic by the defenders of the Brookings Rangers. Brookings Rangers are back up the other way. This is Schweber dumping it down deep in the far side. Chasing over there was Lindstedt. Given pressure, takes a shot, and he misses that one and scores on a rebound. Is the Brookings Rangers.
Talon Hyde, who had 11 goals in the regular season, gets the first one as we check out the replay. An initial shot never got to the net, went off of a skate, and Hyde in the right space, right time, and was wide open.
And 12th goal of the year for Hyde. And the Brookings Rangers are first on the scoreboard. 6-1 in shots, Brookings Rangers. As this faceoff is in the neutral zone. Parker Denny trying to regroup for Mitchell Marlins, and now it's shoved down, all the way down. It's going to go far enough for an icing call, and we're going to have an offensive faceoff coming here for the Brookings Rangers to the left-hand side of Ian Vaughn.
Well, they got Jensen as the goal, but it was definitely Talon Hyde that shot that puck.
Yep. I had Hyde from Lindstedt. Is that what you had?
Yeah, Hyde from Jensen and Lindstedt. But it is
we'll
still 1-0
see if that gets
lead.
Corrected as we have faced off in the offensive zone for the Brookings Rangers. Back out to the defense. Over to Honkamp. Honkamp walks it down. Now he's going to retreat back to the blue line. Looking in. Looking for a throw it on the net. Gets blocked away right back to his stick. He's going to go down in the deep corner. There goes a shot on. That shot on went by Hyde. And back out to the blue line, tapped in by the Brookings Rangers. Brookings Rangers neutral zone, and they're going to have to check up and do get an offsides call for the Brookings Rangers. 9:56 in this first period. It's Brookings Rangers up 1-0 over the Mitchell Marlins. It's a 7-2 seed game, with Brookings Rangers being the number 2 seed in this tournament. Neutral zone faceoff. Comes out by the Mitchell Marlins. This is Denny. Denny into the near corner, pushing it along in his offensive zone. Gives that one up to Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson pushing it up out of his defensive zone. Puck slapped into the neutral zone. And from the red line, tapped down deep into the offensive zone for the Brookings Rangers. Puck is left there where the Marlins are going to find it. And we have a whistle and a stoppage of play. I don't know if that was an offsides. It didn't look like offsides.
Well, there are too many on the ice for Mitchell.
I don't know what the stop. Is that what it was?
An elbow is going to be called against the
So we're going to get our
Marlins.
first penalty of the game. That happens at 9:29.
That's against Lucas Yerke.
And Lucas Yerke is going to go in at 9:29. And you give Brookings Rangers a Pelican Power Sports power play.
Not ideal. Not a thing you'd like to do too often.
However, this faceoff is won by the Mitchell Marlins, where they're pushing up through the neutral zone. And this is Hull. This is a shot that was Hull's. Good-looking shot at a short-handed attempt off the post. And the Brookings Rangers are up and out of their defensive zone through the neutral zone. Honkamp. He's going to run that. He's going to run that power play for the Brookings Rangers, where he'll go up on the just inside the blue line, and most of this power play will go through Honkamp as we have a stoppage of play. 9:04. We're at the 1:35 mark in this power play, Pelican Power Sports power play for the Brookings Rangers. Run a little behind time as our first game went into double overtime. This is Brookings Rangers on their power play. Starting to set up their offense, go defense to defense, down into the near corner for the Rangers, looking to the far side. This was Honkamp as he came all the way around and tried to get to the back side, and he loses stick. Hockey headquarters, loose equipment. We'll take care of that stick as the Brookings Rangers trying to hold the zone and cannot. Out to the neutral zone for the Rangers. This is Honkamp. He's going to go back over to Lindstedt. Lindstedt's going to look up through the neutral zone and pushed in deep by Hyde, intercepted by the Mitchell Marlins as they slap it all the way back down to the other end. We're under a minute at 46 seconds left in this power play opportunity here for the Rangers, and moving quickly as it gets into the zone just momentarily. That was Lindstedt. Mitchell Marlins up through the neutral zone on a shorthanded look. It gets tapped away. This was Hulls trying to bring it in. Brookings Rangers are up the other way through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. There goes a centering pass. Cannot get it on their stick, or the Brookings Rangers back the other way. Surrounded by Brookings Rangers coming into the offensive zone. As the Brookings Rangers, this is Krogman, gets it all the way up to the far side. Christofferson on his forehand, going to take a shot. Tough angle as this one goes across and cleared out by the Mitchell Marlins. We are full strength as the Mitchell Marlins on the first penalty kill of the game. It's a 1-0 game, Brookings Rangers, as the Marlins bring it in to their offensive zone. This is Deegan. Loses it off of his stick. We're going back the other way. Is the Brookings Rangers Lindstedt. Lindstedt's going to go in 1-on-4. He does have somebody on his right-hand side as he circles around and is pushed down into the far corner. Good job there by the Mitchell Marlins defense. Coming out of that is the Brookings Rangers. We're going to have a trip. We got a delayed penalty here. And now a stoppage of play, and we're going to have a trip on the Mitchell Marlins. And the Brookings Rangers are going to go right back to the power play.
It'll be their second opportunity for the Rangers, who didn't really have much in that first chance. And is it Lucas Yerke going to go back to the penalty box? I think he's getting a new stick.
It's a trip. Probably needs to take a stick to the penalty box. They're going to go get him.
Yeah, Yerke's right back to the penalty box, so he's already down to just one penalty remaining. He cannot get another penalty.
And that's early in the game for Yerke to have 2 penalties. And you're going to let the Brookings Rangers here try to get it going again on their power play. As we go just inside the blue line, shot right on the ice by the Brookings Rangers. It is warded off to the other side. Ian Vaughn in the goal for the Mitchell Marlins as this puck goes all the way back down. Where it is touched by Jensen's going to hand it to a teammate for the Brookings Rangers. Coming up out of the defensive zone are the Rangers. Their second power play attempt in just seconds, as Yerke had an initial penalty and then came back out and had to go right back in. Brookings Rangers defense to defense, and that goes off the stick of Krogman. Stoppage of play. We have a stoppage of play at 6:14 in this first period. It's the second game of the boys' state tournament here in Watertown at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
Second of 4 today. We've got Sioux Falls East and Yankton scheduled to come up at 6 o'clock, but that'll be later than 6 o'clock.
Offensive face-off controlled here by Honkamp. He's going to skate it in. We're still at a minute 15 in this power play for the Brookings Rangers. Back out to Honkamp. Honkamp pushes it down. Brookings Rangers looking for a give and go. Now it does come out into the neutral zone where Honkamp is going to retreat, and we're going to push it back up into the, this is Talon Hyde. Talon Hyde in the far side on his forehand, looking for a centering pass. He's going to circle the Wiggins, and he got a centering pass. That pass went to Harris, warded off by Vaughn. Continue to work in that offensive zone on a power play is the Brookings Rangers. Shot goes on, out to the side, another shot, off to the right-hand side of Vaughn, whereas it's now pushed out into the offensive zone for the Mitchell Marlins. This is Denny. Denny with a good short-handed attempt just off the skate of Egan Jensen. That was a good-looking short-handed attempt. We talk about Denny, how he can get up and down the ice. He was on Jensen before you knew it on a short-handed attempt as the Mitchell Marlins on the far side go all the way across the ice as they come out in this penalty kill and gets another shot on. So Mitchell Marlins having a time here, taking a couple shots and their penalty kill, and we are full strength. Mitchell Marlins trying to regroup in the neutral zone. This is picked up by Honkamp, and he's going to dump it in deep for the Brookings Rangers and up into the net.
So 2 shots on that power play for Brookings and 3 really good looks, all that came in a row. Only 2 went on net for Vaughn to make the save, and then ended up being 2 shots shorthanded for Mitchell on that same power play opportunity. So
Schlimgen and Denny almost got a shorthanded goal. Denny's was really close.
puck will go all the way down to the Brookings blue line for the next face-off because Honkamp flipped it from the red line and out of play.
Facing off right inside of that neutral zone, it's flipped back where the Mitchell Marlins kicking that puck into the offensive zone. This is Morrison. Morrison going to try to kick it around. Intercepted by the Brookings Rangers in their defensive zone. They're going to try to set up all the way across their defensive zone and push it up into the neutral zone. Getting that one pushed in deep. That was Caleb Johnson. As the Mitchell Marlins get it up out of the zone, neutral zone. Backhanded in by the Brookings Rangers. In back of Vaughn. Picked up by the Mitchell Marlins. They're going to try to get it up there. Intercepted nearly, but it does come out of the zone. Going to check up are the Brookings Rangers, giving it back to the Mitchell Marlins. Marlins going to step around. This is Denny. Denny going to take a shot off the stick of Jensen. Offensive zone. There goes another shot in by Morrison. And holding the zone is Morrison. Now it does come back out. Going back the other way is Christofferson. Christofferson on his forehand. Takes a little fake and shoots it right into the glove of Vaughn. That was a nice little fake as he went down into the deep corner. We get stoppage of play at 3:28.
Trying to catch Vaughn. Maybe, I don't know if he'd be sleeping after having already seen 10 shots, but trying to see if maybe he was going to relax a little bit with that puck going towards the corner.
Offensive faceoff coming here for the Rangers as the Mitchell Marlins get this up through the neutral zone. And pushing that one in is Morrison. Morrison on his backhand looking for a centering pass. Got taken away by the post, and Jensen is on the post. I think it must be on the back of the net, or does Jensen have it?
I think he's got it.
He must have grabbed it as he was going around the back of the net.
But then he was looking at the referee saying, can we get a stoppage of play here? I have it in my glove.
I don't think the referees knew that he had it in his glove.
They had it for 5 seconds.
Offensive faceoff here for the Mitchell Marlins. Won by the Marlins. This one is held in. Tipped in traffic, however. Jensen's got it in his glove. And we're going to face off once again in the offensive zone for the Mitchell Marlins.
Brendan Penne had that shot, and Jensen saw it all the way through to make that save. His 5th one of the day.
Andrew Hahn wins the faceoff for the Brookings Rangers as it caroms back around. This is Lindstedt pushing it along. He's got some room now. He's on his forehand. He's going to be one-on-one with the goalie. The puck in front. Rebound cleared out by the Mitchell Marlins and up to the neutral zone. This is Parker Denny. And it's stick down, and he's going to call for a hand pass as he carried it just a little bit too far. It was Hunkamp in the neutral zone.
2:46 to go in the first period, and you can tell when Parker Denny is on the ice because he is one of the fastest skaters in the state, and he was really trying to push his way into getting an opportunity to go the other way for Mitchell.
Yerke and Weber are going to face off in the neutral zone. The puck is down. Weber's kicking it along and comes back out to Hunkamp. Hunkamp pushing it up through the neutral zone, trying to get that into the offensive zone. Now it's deep in the offensive zone for the Brookings Rangers, being held in. There goes a shot on all the way across, maybe looking for an attempt in front for the Brookings Rangers. That one sits on the blue line, and we're going to get an offsides call as it did come out of the zone. 2:25 left in this first period. It's Brookings Rangers 1-0. It happened at 1:51.
10:51.
Or 10:51, sorry. Talon Hyde from Lidstedt and Jensen. That's the difference in the game right now. As this face-off is won by the Brookings Rangers. Back over to the defense. That is Johnson throwing it in deep. He takes a check right in front of the Mitchell Marlins bench, and Hunkamp throws it on into the glove of Ian Vaughn. Another stoppage of play.
This stoppage of play is brought to you by Lake Technical College.
As we're going to get new legs for the Rangers, everybody but Hunkamp, he will stay in his defensive position. Offensive face-off coming here for Jay Harris to the right-hand side of Vaughn. This is won by the Mitchell Marlins in the near corner. Far corner for us. As Hunkamp holds it in deep. He's going to walk it in deep all the way to that red line. Going to reverse field is Hunkamp. A backhand centering pass broken up. And this is Parker Denny. He's going to try to get around in front. That was around Johnson. Puck's in front. Where's it at? Loose puck in front. As the Mitchell Marlins couldn't quite get it turned in the right direction, just between the wheels, and we are up the other way for the Brookings Rangers, and this is a shot that goes on by Jackson Heller. Holding the zone momentarily. The Mitchell Marlins in their defensive zone up to the neutral zone. Mitchell Marlins going to move it forward into the offensive zone as they slap it all the way around as they wait for a change to happen. And Karam's all the way around in front of that Brookings bench and is held in. Now it's pushed in deep behind Jensen. Mitchell Marlins starting to work. This is Morrison in their offensive zone. Puck goes down deep, and a dangerous Karam just goes off the post and out into the neutral zone. I don't think Jensen knew where that one was, and we are down to 1 minute, just barely under a minute in this first period. Brookings Rangers going to work in 2-on-3. Pushing that one is Talon Hyde. He's got the only score of this game thus far. Is Talon Hyde out into the neutral zone where the Brookings Rangers are going to play it. Playing it forward by the red line. Coming out of that is the Mitchell Marlins. They're going to walk it into the offensive zone on the far side. This is Grenner. Grenner going to push it in deep, and this puck goes all the way up into the netting behind the Brookings Rangers goalie. We've got a stoppage of play. We're at 27 seconds in this first period. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Mitchell Marlins.
Big opportunity here for Mitchell in the last 27 seconds. Don't want to go the other way for Brookings, but you get the opportunity to try and tie this thing up.
Puck comes out of the zone. Defense to defense for the Mitchell Marlins as they're going to push it in deep. We're at 20 seconds. Brookings Rangers trying to work it up out of their defensive zone. And it's intercepted. Intercepted in the offensive zone, now taken back by the Brookings Rangers, held in by the Marlins. Marlins offensive play, looking for a centering pass to Denny. He can't get it on his stick as we are ticking down, and that's going to do it for the first period of play. It's the Brookings Rangers 1-0 over the Mitchell Marlins. It happened at 10:51 for the Brookings Rangers. Talon Hyde from Lindstedt and Jensen. 2 penalties by the Mitchell Marlins, no power play goals, and that's how this first period is going to end. We're going to take a break, and we will be back to recap this first play.
You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, KKQQ, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Calling all hockey fans to the 2025 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet. Join us April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center to celebrate this year's class of 25 Hall of Fame inductees and our high school award winners. Single tickets are $65, with reserve tables of 8 for $520 and sponsorship tables for $800. Doors open at 6 o'clock with the event starting at 7. The Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet Night, Friday, April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Get your ticket and table now.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Whale Construction, building custom homes, shops, garages, and remodels since 1998. Troy and his team will make your home your dream home. Whale Construction uses reputable subcontractors and products to make your build or remodel your dream come true. Call or message Troy today at 605-380-4473. That's 605-380-4473. Or message him at troy@whaleconstruction.com. Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we've got you covered so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
It is the first intermission reports as the Brookings Rangers lead the Mitchell Marlins 1-0 here on Capital City Rock, KKQQ, and on Capital City Rock Sports YouTube channel. As we look at our first period stats, it was 11-5 in shots in favor of Brookings over the Mitchell Marlins. It was the 10 saves for Egan Jensen, make that 10 saves for Ian Vaughn, and 5 for Egan Jensen. 0 for 2 the power play for Brookings Rangers, and Max and Jensen, we talked about it. We thought Talon High was the one that scored, but then looking back again real quick to look at it, I think Jensen was the one that just tapped it in the goal to get the only goal for the Brookings Rangers, as it was Jensen who got his 10th of the year. He had 9 during the regular season and finished with 10. So the Rangers lead 1-0 at the end of one period. John McClure alongside Jim Lloyd. And Jim, through the first 17 minutes, the Mitchell Marlins are saying, well, we had a couple good looks there. Probably need more than 5 shots on goal. But I think if you're the Mitchell Marlins, you're saying you're in an okay spot. If you're told at the beginning of the week on Monday that you'd be 1-0 down after the first period, I think the Marlins are going to say we'll take it and stay with the Rangers as long as we can.
I agree. You're down 1-0 coming into this as a 7th seed. You're probably happy with that. Probably their best looks that they had was Denny and Schlimgen. Shorthanded were probably some of their best attempts that they had at scoring. And you had some decent shots, good looks at it. And towards the end of that period, you started getting a few more touches and a few more puck touches and moving the puck in the right direction. So the Mitchell Marlins have to like this in the locker room. It's 1 goal.
Yeah, you're 1 shot back of tying this game up, and if you can do that early in the second period or just any point, the biggest thing is what we've seen in other years is that it is the opportunity, as we're looking at the replay of that goal that was scored, so we can actually really see if it was Talon Hyde that scored or not. As
that was Hyde's shot right there.
It was Hyde's shot.
Right here is Hyde.
And then it
went. A shot. Yep,
you're right. It went off the glove of Vaughn, off the goalpost, and Max Jensen. It's a great angle to see that Max Jensen did score that goal to make it 1-0. So I thought it went initially in from the Talon Hyde shot.
Yeah, that's the way we called it when it went, and we stuck with it as long as we could, and then we ended up getting it right.
That's why we got the replays. That's why we got a great crew up here to show us those replays, because it is, Max Jensen, and rightfully so. We want to give Max Jensen the props of scoring that goal, and we thought it was Talon Hyde. He does get the assist on the shot. Riley Lindstad does have the secondary assist as well, but it is 1-0 here for the Rangers at the end of the first period. This is also going back to that point I was making, that in other years in the 2-7 contests, the 1-8 contest, you play a good first period, but you got to play a good second period. Mitchell's down by 1 right now, but in other years when the Rangers have been the 2 seed, Rushmore's been the number 1, number 2 seed. Watertown's going to have to deal with that tonight too. You can't just play 1 good 17 minutes. You got to play 3 solid periods to try and win a hockey game, and that's where where the number 2 seed Brookings, when they find their way to potentially win this game by a lot of goals, if they do, it's the Marlins couldn't compete for that second and third period. And if Mitchell can do that, put another good 17 minutes up on the second period, they're going to find themselves still in a decent spot going into that third.
Well, and that's a lot of times the difference in high school hockey is who can play 3 periods.
Yeah.
It really is. The high school kids, they come and they go and so forth. But if you can have a seasoned team, like usually your top 3 teams in the tournament, the reason why they are in the top three is because they've played 3 periods all year long in every game.
This is a Brookings team that was 18-4 on the season. Mitchell at 11-9-0-2. And it is a 1-0 lead at the end of one period for the Rangers over the Marlins. We'll take another break here in the first intermission report. When we come back, more from the state tournament. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, KKQQ, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
Game 2 of our 4-day stretch, or 4-game stretch of day number 1. It is a 1-0 lead for the Rangers over the Marlins on the Kubota scoreboard, as the Rangers will be looking to increase their lead. Marlins looking for that evening goal in that second period. We will return and have the second period coming up for you next. You're listening to the State Tournament on Capital City Rock, KKQQ, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Back here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena as you are listening to KCCR FM Blunt, as well as also KKQQ and Brookings. Just past 5 o'clock, if you're joining us expecting the third period of this game, well, you missed a great first game in the double overtime, but we are behind probably around 45 minutes overall, and it would take a runtime game to get us caught back up, and I don't think we're going to have a runtime game, and nor do we want a runtime game in the state tournament. But it is a 1-0 lead for Brookings as we start the second period. Jim Lloyd's got the call for you.
Well, both teams have made their way back to the ice. It's the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena is the venue for Varsity Boys State Tournament. And this will end the season already.
The season.
Seems like we just barely got started and we're in the tournaments. We did the girls last weekend. We're going to bring them all to you this weekend. And then it's over.
It's over unless there are individuals that are playing Team South Dakota that will play in their national championships coming up in April, I believe.
Yep.
But otherwise, yeah, for most of these hockey players, their seasons and some careers are done after this weekend.
Period of long ice. It's that second period. We are ready to face off. Yerke for the Mitchell Marlins. And Talon Hyde. Face off one by the Mitchell Marlins as they dump that one in. Their offensive zone. Karam's all the way around on the near side. There goes a shot just a little bit wide for the Mitchell Marlins. This is Honkamp. Honkamp trying to work it up the ice. Held in by the Mitchell Marlins right in front of their own bench. Now comes out into the neutral zone. And this is Talon Hyde. Talon Hyde's going to go in looking for a cross the blue paint pass for Jensen. And he couldn't find it and covered up by Vaughn. It's a 1-0 game. We just barely into that second period. As the referees are going to talk about something going on behind the net there. Nonetheless, we're going to face off to the left-hand side of Vaughn.
There's an excellent look there from Hyde to Jensen. And talk about coming out and having to play a second period. They almost gave up a quick goal.
Face-off shot with a great shot by Lindstad as the Brookings Rangers hold the offensive zone. And a backhand pass was warded off on the glove. This is Talon Hyde trying to dance around in a tight spot in his offensive zone. Brookings Rangers slap it back in over on the far side. Picked up over there by Penny. Now it does come out into the neutral zone. Pushed all the way across the ice. And this is Deegan trying to get it back out of there. Parker Denny. Parker Denny going to circle around back of his own goalie. Goes across the ice. This is a defensive zone, and Denny takes a check there. On the near side by Lindstad, and the Brookings Rangers are back in the offensive zone. Far side, this is Harris. Harris going to look in the blue. Looked like he wanted to pass it across the blue paint. Tried to get it in the corner as Vaughn was on the post. This is taken off the stick by the Brookings Rangers. Now playing offense. Looking for a tip in front. from Harris. Puck caroms back around. Pushed up. Out to the blue line. Brookings Rangers offensive zone. Puck gets hit in traffic. A high puck as this one goes on by Jensen, and Vaughn comes out to his left-hand side and he's got it covered up. You're going to have to control your rebounds, and that's exactly what Vaughn has been doing for the Mitchell Marlins.
Some really good looks early on for Brookings, and for Vaughn, who's now made 11 saves on 12 shots. Hasn't made a whole lot of saves in this second period, but he's been busy moving post to post.
Brookings Rangers play deep in the offensive zone. This is Deathridge. It's Weber and Carroll as it is held in the offensive zone. Chasing back around is Weber on the far corner. Weber pinning the puck as he gets it on his backhand and going to leave it for a teammate in back of the net. Looking to circle this one around is Carroll. Carroll goes out defense to defense. There goes a shot on into the chest of Ian Vaughn. Stoppage of play. We're at 14:37 in this boys varsity state tournament. It's the second game of the day. And we're going to have an offensive face-off coming here by the Brookings Rangers. Talon Hyde going to take the face-off. Yeah, the Brookings Rangers have had the Mitchell Marlins penned in for a while. Hyde gets thrown out of the circle. Lindsted's going to work in. Puck is one off into the corner, out into the neutral zone. Can't pick it up by the Mitchell Marlins. Now they push it all the way across the neutral zone. This is Brody Hulls. Brody Hulls circle around the backside of that goalie for the Brookings Rangers. Puck is pushed along over in that far corner. Pushed into the front by the Mitchell Marlins. Intercepted by Brookings. Brookings is back up into the neutral zone. Looking for an entry pass there to Lindstedt. He can't get it on his stick as he applies a check in his offensive zone, goes back out, comes all the way back his offensive zone, and a puck goes in front, a rebound, and out in front, cleared away by the Mitchell Marlins on the far side. This is Morrison, gets it picked off his stick in the neutral zone where it's dumped back, and the Mitchell Marlins have to retreat behind their own goalie and up and out of the defensive zone, and it's kicked in by the Rangers, and they're going to get caught deep in the offensive zone, and we have an offsides.
Oh, it's going to be a penalty against Honkam. I think he's going to give a misconduct penalty.
I didn't see that as it was happening out in the neutral zone. And this is at 13:42.
I don't believe it'll stay 5-on-5, but Honkam's going to get a misconduct.
That's a misconduct.
Yeah, it's going to stay 5-on-5, so he's just in the box for 10 minutes.
So 10 minutes, that matters when you take a player like Luke Honkam off the ice for 10 minutes. I didn't see what the misconduct was, but the motion was misconduct, and he knew it. He went to the penalty box right away.
Yeah, so there is not a power play for Mitchell, but it is one of the best players for Brookings in the box until the 3:42 mark of this second period.
5-on-5 hockey. The puck is knocked down deep in the Brookings Rangers offensive zone. There goes a shot on from the blue line on the far side. Puck caroms down into the near corner. This is Jay Harris trying to get it in the right direction, trying to get it over to Christofferson. It is that miss, as you heard the PA announcer, was a misconduct by Luke Honkamp as the Mitchell Marlins. We're 5-on-5 as this one's pushed up through the neutral zone where it's picked up by Jacobson in his defensive zone for the Brookings Rangers. Up into the neutral zone. Player goes down for the Mitchell Marlins right in front of that Brookings bench as the defense for the Brookings Rangers are going to have to chase back into their zone, held in momentarily here by the Mitchell Marlins. Now we're up into the offensive zone, far side. This is Jay Harris trying to turn it around as the Mitchell Marlins in their defensive zone can't get it up off the boards, and the Brookings Rangers push it into the near side, and it caroms all the way back around for the Brookings Rangers deep in their offensive zone behind Ian Vaughn, and it's kicked along, and Yerke hits it all the way down to the other end, and that is on net. So there's no icing call where the Brookings Rangers are going to pick it up in their defensive zone. This is Cody Jacobson pushing it around, intercepted by the Mitchell Marlins, and a slap shot goes wide. Mitchell Marlins in the near corner. hold it in once again in the offensive zone, and that one is up and out of play. Hockey headquarters, they do our loose equipment, and when you throw a puck up into the stands or up into the net, you can get pucks at hockey headquarters.
Yeah, you get a puck at hockey headquarters. We would like to return those pucks here, though, at the ice arena here in Watertown.
So we're going to go all the way back down to the right-hand side of Egan Jensen for the Brookings Rangers. Offensive face-off coming here for the Mitchell Marlins. This puck is won out to the neutral zone where it's chased back by Deegan. For the Mitchell Marlins, trying to push it up into the offensive zone and get up to the offensive zone, taking off the stick. There goes a shot on by the Mitchell Marlins, broke up in traffic. Brookings Rangers are up the other way, up through the neutral zone, skating in on his forehand. For them, it was Deathridge as it carries back around. Mitchell Marlins now carried out in the neutral zone. That one stopped right at the red line, and they're going to go in 2-on-2 are the Brookings Rangers here. Shot goes on, big rebound, goes right back out as that shot went in there by Zweber, and he couldn't control the rebound, and Mitchell Marlins are in 3-on-2 on the far side. Karam circling back around, picked off the stick. Nice defensive play there by the Brookings Rangers deep in their zone. Push it back out to the neutral zone. This is Penny, as he's going to throw it on net, and catching in his glove is Egan Jensen. He's got to throw it on, back onto the ice. Brookings Rangers trying to work up out of their defensive zone, push it all the way up into the neutral zone. Mitchell Marlins once again going to throw down deep in the zone. Throwing that one down was Penny. Brookings Rangers up through the neutral zone. Tapped it off on a backhand. This is Lindstedt. Puck is tied up in that far corner. Tied up over there with Penny. As the puck continues to be stuck against the boards, Brookings Rangers back out to their defense, going to throw it in. And a rebound in front and captured by Vaughn.
Lindstedt was right on the doorstep. Vaughn didn't exactly know where it was at, but was able to find the cover of it. Otherwise, Lindstedt had a wide open goal to try and make that a 2-0 lead.
Luke Honkamp missing from the lineup right now. He went in at 13:42 on a 10-minute misconduct. So he is in the penalty box. We are still 5-on-5. Offensive zone here for the Brookings Rangers. Pushed into the near corner across the offensive zone for the Ranger. Looking at a backhanded attempt off the back of the net. Puck is in front and cleared out by the Mitchell Marlins. Chasing down for the Mitchell Marlins is Everett Morrison. Gets it taken off his stick. He was down in his own offensive zone, and we're already back up into the Brookings Rangers offensive zone in the far corner. Brookings Rangers back behind the net looking for a centering pass. It was Christofferson. Now he finds a centering pass, and that goes up to Heller. Jackson Heller can't turn in the right direction. Puck was in front, kicked out to the side. Jay Harris can't get it on his stick. As the Brookings Rangers continue in their offensive zone, held in on the far side, Jackson Heller. High puck. This is Heller once again trying to throw it down to his stick. Mitchell Marlins pinned in their offensive zone, and now it does come out as Lucas Yerke pushes it up. Mitchell Marlins are in 2-on-2 on the far side on a forehanded shot. Goes up and over the top of the rack for the Mitchell Marlins. Looking for a centering pass. Gets it to his forehand. Broke up in traffic. On the far corner is the Brookings Rangers trying to carry him around. Mitchell Marlins with a center with a pinch down on the far side. A shot goes pad save. Mitchell Marlins looking for a centering pass, and it goes through everybody and comes all the way back down, where the Mitchell Marlins are going to have to chase it into their own zone. This is Carson Zeal looking up to the far side. Can't get that one up to his offensive outlet, which is Coy Olsen, and we do have a stoppage of play at the 8:46 mark. It's the second period of the second game.
So far in this period, it is 7-2 in shots in favor of the Rangers, but still no scoring. It's still only 1-0 to the Kubota scoreboard.
Neutral zone faceoff is won by the Brookings Rangers. They're going to go across, and a centering pass goes up to Zweber, and that is caught by Vaughn.
That's a scary type of tip from the blue line to bounce in from Zweber, because it was already changed direction for where it was coming from, and then it took a bounce, and you never know where that puck might end up.
It's a 7th seed Mitchell Marlins against the 2-seed Brookings, and there's a puck that goes off the leg of Vaughn, and he can't find it. Just got a toe save. Nice job there by Vaughn, and Brookings Rangers could not capture a rebound as they're going to work back into their offensive zone, trying to push it into the corner. Nice job there by Denny. Denny's going to circle it back around, go all the way across the ice, trying to get that one over to Penny, and he has resistance in front of that Brookings bench as the Mitchell Marlins are going to try to get it up out of that defensive zone again. Pass at the blue line to Denny, just misses. Circling back are the Mitchell Marlins. This is Brennan Penny as he gets pinched. Offensive zone play now for the Brookings Rangers, back out to the defense. Brookings Rangers are going to throw that one on, broke up in traffic, and a puck goes just off to the side. On the porch once again was Riley Lindstedt as he brings it in back into the near corner. He's going to throw it all the way across. Pass goes in just inside, or they're just inside the blue line for the Brookings Rangers. Now they're going to circle it around on the red line and dump it in deep. Over on the far side, this is Brennan Penny. Pulls it off the board. He loses a stick. Hockey headquarters is going to get you a new one. This is Denny. Denny going to come in on his backhand. Does get a backhanded shot, and that one is sticked away by Jensen. Held in by the Mitchell Marlins. This is Parker Denny. Parker Denny, 42 goals on the season, 25 assists. He is their leader for the Mitchell Marlins. As it comes out to the defense, there's a shot goes on. That one in by Diggin. And in the neutral zone, trying to turn it in the right direction for the Mitchell Marlins. That was Coy Olson. Now they are in the offensive zone. They're 3-on-1, and neither one of them can get a backhanded pass for the Mitchell Marlins as it goes all the way back across. Maintain the puck in the offensive zone. Momentarily was the Mitchell Marlins. Out to the neutral zone, looking for a cross pass, intercepted by the Brookings Rangers. They're in 2-on-2 in their offensive zone into the near corner. This puck gets left off of a stick, and this is Schlimgen. Schlimgen gets taken off of his stick. Brookings Rangers in back of Vaughn. Back out to the defense for the Rangers into the near corner. Brookings Rangers pop it out to the wall out on the far side. Nobody can get their stick on it very cleanly as the Brookings Rangers looking for a centering pass in front, and Vaughn has got it, whereas the Brookings Rangers could not get it on their stick. Right in front.
Cooper Schneider, who did not have a point during the season, was right in front. And Ian Vaughn has made now 20 saves on 21 shots. He has been excellent for the Marlins.
Cooper Schneider, we know that name and we know that number.
Real quick, the Mitchell Marlins, they're not going to kick themselves right now, but they've had two different odd man chances and they did not get a clean shot on any of them.
Offensive faceoff won by the Brookings Rangers right into the chest of Vaughn.
You had a 3-on-1 with your top line, and the pass to Denny was handcuffed him. He couldn't get a shot away. And the other time you had a 2-on-1, they never really got a good chance either there. The Marlins got to capitalize on those chances.
Yerke and Harris faced off. It was won by the Brookings Rangers. In the far side, this is Harris. Harris giving pressure to the Mitchell Marlins in his offensive zone. Back out to the defense for the Rangers. There goes a shot on, tipped all over, about tipped 3 different times. Harris couldn't find it in front either. This is Jensen with a pass back. This is Brookings Rangers in their offensive zone. Christofferson. Mitchell Marlins chase it into the near board where a stick gets checked off of Yerke as he's going to pick up his hockey headquarters loose equipment stick, and now he gets it and pushes it up through the neutral zone. Up through the neutral zone, this is Everett Morrison. Everett Morrison on his backhand, going to tap it in, a centering pass. Good look in front for the Mitchell Marlins, and it's pad save there by Egan Jensen, and we're going back up into the neutral zone where the Mitchell Marlins slap it down deep, and Jensen's going to leave it for a teammate as the Brookings Rangers try to work it up out of the defensive zone. Collision in mid-ice. We have a stick. Hockey headquarters loose stick as a centering pass. That was Weber. He was looking for Dethridge in front. Dethridge in the front. Couple players in the near side. Going to push this thing around over the far corner. Offensive play here for the Brookings Rangers. There goes a shot in. And Vaughn has got that one as it hit him high up on the shoulder pads.
Jack Hone had the opportunity. He was right in front on Jensen, and Jensen stoned him. Otherwise, it was a 1-1 tie. And again, the Rangers have made a couple of defensive miscues. Luke Honkoff's still in the penalty box for another minute and a half or so. And the Rangers have given up a lot of odd man chances, but the Marlins have not been able to capitalize yet.
Schlimgen and Hyde face off. There's a tip in front. Goes out wide. Nice looking tip attempt there by Lindstedt. It comes up into the neutral zone. Brookings Rangers mishandle this one. This is Denny. He's going to step around, get a forehand shot. Blocker save. Probably would have went wide as the Brookings Rangers now come down in the far side. Far side forehand centering pass, and he gets it in. And that is from Lindstedt making the assist.
Jensen gets his seconds, and it took him 2 chances to put it in.
If you look at the replay here,
Lindstedt pass goes across. The first one didn't go in, but Jensen was right there, and Vaughn couldn't get over enough to make that second save. And the Rangers now with a 2-0 lead with 4:12 to go. That's
Brookings
a big
Rangers.
second one.
That's a big goal for the Brookings Rangers. And if you're the Mitchell Marlins, you're trying to keep this thing close. Shots on goal, 24 shots for the Brookings Rangers compared to Mitchell Marlins, 9 shots on goal. And the Brookings Rangers are already in the offensive zone. Jackson Heller shot it over the top by a mile as the Brookings Rangers applying pressure at the red line in the neutral zone. Mitchell Marlins retreating back into their defensive zone, tried to carry him off into a teammate up in the neutral zone. Brookings Rangers are in 3-on-3 looking for a lead pass and can't get it on his stick. For the Brookings Ranger was Jackson Heller. We're going to get some new legs out on the ice. We're at 3:41 in the second period as the Brookings Rangers score their second goal.
Honkoff is out second after the penalty expired. He gets out on the ice without stoppage.
We have a face-off in the offensive zone, won by the Brookings Rangers over on the far side. Down below the red line, this is Weber's. Weber's looking out to the defense's Honkoff. He came out of a 10-minute misconduct penalty. He's back on the ice for the Brookings Rangers. This is turned over in front and pushed out and off somebody in the Brookings bench and onto the referee. So we do have a stoppage of play at 3:14 in this second period. Mitchell Marlins are hanging around. They're a 7th seed playing against this 2 seed of the Brookings Rangers. And we're going to face off right in front of that Brookings Rangers bench. Going in for the face-off is Talon Hyde. It's won by the Brookings Rangers and thrown into the offensive zone. There's Deegan in this defensive zone. We're going to look for a centering pass up out of the defensive zone. Getting that one going for the Mitchell Marlins, and it's turned over in the defensive zone as the Brookings Rangers out into the neutral zone. Brookings Rangers now take the offensive zone on a forehand. Getting taken off his stick. That was by Brennan Penny. Brookings Rangers back out to their defense. Honkoff looking for a little give and go. This is Honkoff. Takes a shot. Reflected somewhere in front. Goes into the near corner. As the Mitchell Marlins slap it out of their defensive zone to Deegan. That was Deegan that throws it out of zone. There's a pass in front as the Mitchell Marlins went in 2-on-1. And another shot goes in by the Mitchell Marlins. Offensive zone here for the Marlins. It's just approaching that 2-minute mark as a player on the backside of Jensen goes down and the Brookings Rangers are up into the neutral zone. Entering the offensive zone, looking for a pass ahead. That was Harris that couldn't catch up with that one right in front. Excuse me, that was Maxton Jensen. And the Mitchell Marlins are up the other way and into the offensive zone. Looking to step around is Morrison. Shot goes on. Centering pass. Centering pass, nobody there for the Mitchell Marlins. Up into the neutral zone on the far side. And this is Harris. Jay Harris gets it picked off his stick as he was going to go in. About 1-on-3, gets it taken off. Pushed back into the offensive zone. This is Deegan for Mitchell Marlins. He's going to carry it around in his defensive zone. Getting this one up across ice into the neutral zone is the Mitchell Marlins as they do slap it down. Picked up by the defense of the Brookings Rangers. in a reverse field, and up and out of the defensive zone are the Brookings Rangers. Brookings Rangers, this is Lindstedt. Lindstedt's going to shoot one just a little bit wide as he entered. We are at 1 minute in this second period. Another shot for the Brookings Rangers. Go up and over the top as this one caroms around on the far side. Chasing over there is Weber. Back out to the defense, into the near corner. This is Deers, Mason Deers. Yeah, it's a dangerous pass in front from the Mitchell Marlins defender. Looking for when the Brookings Rangers score as a pass goes across the blue paint. You have 37 seconds left in this period, and that was, I believe, Mason Deers.
Yep, Deers will get the goal. Honkoff spent it all the way across, and no one on the back door for the Marlins. Yeah, it's a back-breaking goal for Mitchell to give up, for the fact that they were so close to making it still a 2-0 game after 2. And now with only 37 seconds remaining, they find themselves down by 3 goals, which against Brookings is almost insurmountable. Although we have seen a team today come back with a 3-goal deficit.
3 goals in 3 minutes. Yeah, this is Lindstedt carrying it in the offensive zone. And a shot goes a little bit wide, offensive zone here for the Brookings Rangers. That's held in. This is Deathridge. Puck in front. Can't get that one, is Lindstedt, as it goes back out to the defense. Now it does come out, and the Brookings Rangers have to check up. And the Mitchell Marlins, and that's going to about do it, as the Mitchell Marlins have to go the length of the ice from the far side. This is Zeal, Carson Zeal, trying to get it up out of the defensive zone, and this puck goes up high and all the way down to the skate of Egan Jensen, and that's going to do it for our second period action. The Brookings Rangers get a goal from Deers, from Mason Deers, with 37 seconds left, making it a 3-0 game. And that is a tough goal if you're the Mitchell Marlins, because now you go in 3-0 rather than 2-0. So we will be back.
Well, real quick here, look at that replay.
Check out the replay.
Yeah, that other angle of the replay. And again, everybody was from Mitchell. They're all on that far side. They're puck watching, and it's by himself for Mason Deers, who for Deers had 1 goal during the regular season and makes it his second to go up 3-0 in that final minute. We'll come back and have that second intermission report coming up after this. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, KKQQ, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand-making the dough, hand-chopping the toppings, and hand-shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pier First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today. Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor, and get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it. And we welcome you back as it is a 3-0 lead for the Brookings Rangers over the Mitchell Marlins at the end of 2 periods. John McClure alongside Jim Lloyd as we look at our second intermission stats. 27-10 in shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers now. 24 saves for Ian Vaughn and 10 saves for the goalie Egan Jensen for the Rangers. Goals in that period, Maxon Jensen got his second of the game from Riley Lindstad to make it 2-0. That came with 4:12 to go, and then a back-breaking goal against Mitchell with 37 seconds remaining. Mason Deers got the goal from Luke Honkamp as it was a backdoor feed that went to him, and he was wide open to make it 3-0. So Jensen's got 2, Deers with that other one, and a 3-0 lead at the end of 2 periods. And Jim, that's a 2-0 game was still in a good spot for Mitchell. Now you're down 3-0 through 2 periods. And again, we just watched a team come back from a 3-0 deficit, but it feels a little bit different with the Rangers up by 3 goals than almost any other team. I say Rushmore probably be the other team to say, if you're up by 3 goals, it's going to be really hard to come back from.
Yeah, with the amount of pressure that Brookings puts on you all over the ice, it is difficult to come back from that kind of a deficit. Yeah, and that 37 seconds left, that was a backbreaker. It really was.
Yeah, and now that the Marlins going to find 3 goals, they had some golden opportunities in that second period because they were they had 3-on-1s, they had a couple 2-on-1 opportunities, and they just couldn't find really any good shots. There's a couple of good chances they had with their shots, but they had some golden opportunities with the defensive breakdowns by Brookings, which doesn't happen very often, but they couldn't find them. I almost felt like they were so open that they didn't really know what to do with the puck and found themselves not getting the shots that they probably wanted to have in that second period.
Yeah, Mitchell had a couple loose pucks in front, and they just couldn't get past that defensive pressure of the Brookings Rangers to get anything on it. A lot of little touches in front, but can't get enough stick on it to push it into the net.
And now they find themselves down 3-0 and a lot of work in front of them. We talked about Aberdeen. They came back from that 3-goal deficit. Obviously, they lost in double overtime, but they had to get that first one. You can't let this go to 4-0, but you need at some point something kind of quickly to go down 3-1 to really start the momentum going your way, because otherwise they're going to run out of time or go down by more than 3 in the third period.
Yeah, we called it in that third period for the Aberdeen Cougars. You have to have a quick one, and that's exactly what Mitchell's going to have to do. They're going to have something that can swing a little momentum and get things going in the right direction. You score a goal in it right away and you come out of the locker room, it could change things. But it's a big hill against the Brookings Rangers.
3-0 lead for the Rangers over the Marlins. We will step aside. We'll come back with more of our second intermission report. We'll recap that first game and talk about the next 2 games that are coming up. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it and on KKQQ, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we've got you covered, so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it. Second period, the second intermission continues. 3-0 lead for the Brookings Rangers over the Mitchell Marlins on the Kubota scoreboard. John McClure alongside Jim Lloyd. Earlier, we had a double overtime game. Yes, if you're maybe thinking about tuning in for the Yankton and Sioux Falls East game, you got a little bit longer to go. It's not going to start at 6 o'clock because we are still only in the second intermission of our second game because the Aberdeen and Sioux Falls West game went to double overtime. West got the 5-4 win after they had a 4-1 lead, ended up being tied 4-4, and then it ended up with a 5-4 win in double overtime. Our third game is Sioux Falls East and Yankton at 6 o'clock, and then it's Rushmore and Watertown at 8:30 tonight, and that'll be our final game of the evening, scheduled for 8:30 and 6 o'clock. Not going to happen most likely in those same schedules. We're going to be a little bit behind schedule the rest of the day. But good news is, Jim, we can start on time tomorrow.
That's right. You always get a fresh start. Every morning, something new.
Every 1 o'clock, we start coverage today. We start coverage today at 12:45, the 1 o'clock puck drop. We'll start coverage at 12:45 tomorrow with another 1 o'clock puck drop. And then on Saturday as well, 12:45 with a 1 o'clock puck drop of the Constellation Championship. And we'll be on the air about 15 minutes before game time. Going for him. And it's 3-0 for the Rangers and the Marlins. We will step aside and come back with the third period and coming up next. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock on KKQQ, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Field House in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Field House with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Field House, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournament with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Verting Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verting Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verting Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verting Electric, 224-8684.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
And we welcome you back as we continue and get into the third period. Mitchell Marlins down 3-0 to the Rangers of Brookings as it is the start of the third period. We'll pull up that bracket here real quick before we get going. You saw Sioux Falls West winning, and they will advance and face the winner of this game. Aberdeen will move into the consolation bracket, and they will face the loser of this game between Brookings and Mitchell coming up tomorrow. That'll be a 1 o'clock game for Aberdeen and the loser of this game, and a 6 o'clock game for Sioux Falls against the winner of Brookings and Mitchell. So we are set for the third period. Jim Lloyd has got the call.
We are back. Third period. It's the second game of 11 this weekend. John and Jim are going to bring them all to you no matter where you are in the world. You can tune in. It's Capital City Rock Sports. In the goal for the Brookings Rangers continues to be Egan Jensen and Ian Vaughn down on the far side. We are going to face off Lindstedt, Hyde, and Jensen for the Brookings Rangers. Yerke, Schlingen, and Denny for the Mitchell Marlins. Third period action from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. And we are underway as the Brookings Rangers in their defensive zone win the faceoff as this one's shucked all the way down by Hontkamp, where the Mitchell Marlins going to bring it all the way down, and we are going to get an icing call just seconds into this third period. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Brookings Rangers. The Brookings Rangers, it happened like this at 10:51. They struck first, and then we went into the second period, 4-12. Brookings scored another goal, and 37 seconds left in that second period. It was a backbreaking goal by the Brookings Rangers. Puts you out down 3-0 if you're the Mitchell Marlins, having to come back from the number 2 seed. Off the faceoff goes a shot, and we get another stoppage of play, and that went in by Lindstedt. Riley Lindstedt, he's a second-team All-Stater. Talon Hyde rolls in on his offensive faceoff in that far corner. Won by the Brookings Rangers, tipped away momentarily, and the Brookings Rangers, Lindstedt dumps it down deep in his offensive zone, looking for a give and go. Lindstedt couldn't handle it in front as he went around. The Mitchell Marlins goalie lost the puck over on the far side on some sticky ice. We've had some of that here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, and the Mitchell Marlins slap it into the offensive zone, but not quite far enough as Lindstedt. He's going to turn this one back around. On his right-hand side is Talon Hyde. Losing the puck momentarily, now comes out to Hyde. Hyde puts a shot on, and it bounces off into the Mitchell Marlins defense as it comes out to Hontkamp, the neutral zone. He takes his left hand, throws it down to the ice, going to carry it all the way back around in the offensive zone for the Brookings Rangers. Hontkamp pinches down on the near side, and a centering pass. There goes a shot on there from Jay Harris. Gets knocked down once again by Vaughn. It's a 3-0 score, Brookings Rangers over the Mitchell Marlins, as we're going to get an icing call by the Mitchell Marlins. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Rangers. on the far side to the right-hand side of Ian Vaughn. 10 shots on goal for the Mitchell Marlins. Brookings Rangers, 30 shots on goal. It matches the shots on goal, matches the score, as the score is 3-0. Offensive faceoff by the Rangers, won by the Rangers. This one is pushed forward. In front, there's a puck in front, loose puck in front, and gets kicked back out and cleared away by the Mitchell Marlins. Chasing all the way back down is the Brookings Rangers. This is Cody Jacobson on a backhand, now centering pass. Tried to get that centering pass. And up in front as the Brookings Rangers carried up out of their defensive zone. This is Weber. Weber passes it over to the near side. Puck goes all the way wide into that near corner. Brookings Rangers offensive zone, held in by the Rangers. Chasing down on that far side, on the near side, is Waylon Carroll. As this puck caroms back around, held in by the Rangers. Rangers over on the far side. It's taken off a stick by the Mitchell Marlins up through the neutral zone, and a chip into the near corner, and we're going to have an icing call as he did not gain the red line. All the way down to the far side, far corner of the Brookings Rangers. Taking this face-off is going to be Andrew Hahn, Mason Deers, Jason Reddy. This line already has one score. Mason Deers, he had that 37-second goal just at the end of the second period. So this line has produced a goal, and this is Deers. Flips it up into the glove of Ian Vaughn. Stoppage of play, we're going to face off in the same spot. We're going to do it again, the left-hand side of Vaughn. Offensive face-off here. This is Deers. Back out to the defense, Brookings Rangers. The pass goes in just inside the blue line, blocked away by the Mitchell Marlins. A chip off the glass, held in over there by the Brookings Rangers, and they're going to slap it down deep in their offensive zone. Honkamp at the red line, taps in the offensive zone. Defensive movement here by the Mitchell Marlins as they take the offensive zone. In this near corner, a pass trying to leave it over on the other side. As it's turned over, the Brookings Rangers chasing down on the far side. We're going to have an icing call as Talon Hyde can't catch up to that one. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Mitchell Marlins, right-hand side of Egan Jensen. It's a 3-0 game. Brookings Rangers here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena in Watertown, South Dakota. It's boys varsity state tournament. We're in our second game as that shot was warded off by Egan Jensen, held in here momentarily by the Mitchell Marlins is Talon Hyde. Talon Hyde tries to step around, can't keep it on his stick as it goes back behind Vaughn. Talon Hyde steps around Lindstedt and Jensen. Maxton Jensen in front, and Vaughn's got it in his glove. Maxton Jensen, he's got two of the first two goals for Brookings Rangers. Don't forget, we are going to name a South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Player of the Game. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Brookings Rangers. Offensive faceoff won by the Rangers. This shot goes in wide from their defense. A dangerous puck in front for the Mitchell Marlins as they try to push it up out of the defensive zone in that far corner. Centering pass gets taken away. This is Denny. Denny up quickly up through the neutral zone. Gonna go in 1-on-2 with a shot that misses everything. This puck caroms back around. Held in by the Mitchell Marlins at the blue line. And this is Denny. Denny with another shot. Missed it in the same spot as he missed the last one, off to the left-hand side of the rack. And a rebound comes up to Egan Jensen. Stoppage of play as the Brookings Rangers are going to switch everybody. Offensive face-off to the left-hand side for the Mitchell Marlins. Mitchell Marlins, this is Brody Hulls facing off. This goes all the way down to the far side for the Brookings Rangers. And we have an icing call, and we're going to come back all the way down in front of us. Going to be the right-hand side this time. Maybe it is back to the left-hand side. Back to the left-hand side of Egan Jensen. No, now we are going to go to the right-hand side. Brody Hull's going to take the offensive faceoff for the Mitchell Marlins. They're down 3-0 and in need of a quick one here in this third period. And it's won by Luke Honkamp, and he spins up and over the top of the glass. Stoppage of play once again. We're going to face off the same spot as Brody Hulls is going to move in for the Mitchell Marlins. We're at the 12:51 mark in this third period. 33 shots on goal for the Brookings Rangers. Won by the Brookings Rangers. This is one up by Maxton Jensen. Yeah, centering pass here by the Mitchell Marlins gets taken off the puck. That was Morrison. And we're back up the other way. Luke Honkamp gets the red line and pushes it deep in his offensive zone as it caroms back around the Mitchell Marlins goalie. Pass in front, there's one in front. Loose puck in front, where's it at? And it gets kicked back out as Vaughn made 2 or 3 saves right in the front. And this one gets up to the neutral zone. Mitchell Marlin player gets taken down. That was Denny. As he entered the offensive zone, it was turned over up to the Brookings Rangers, flipped up into the neutral zone, taking a swing at it on the far side was Zeal as he knocks it down in the offensive zone. Brookings Rangers far side trying to turn it up is Caleb Johnson out into the neutral zone. Collision in mid-ice, and it goes back all the way down in the offensive zone. Brookings Rangers as it's worked up, looking for a centering pass, or the Mitchell Marlins trying to get it up out of the defensive zone. Held in by the Brookings Rangers far corner. This one caroms all the way back around far side, back out to the defense for the Rangers. This comes back over blue line to blue line. Shot goes in by Krodeman. There goes another shot wide of the rack. Offensive zone play as it comes out to the neutral zone. And the Brookings Rangers have to regroup. This puck goes over to Nolan Krodeman. Up into the neutral zone and back. Brookings Rangers with a check in the far corner. And this puck is in the near quarter for the Mitchell Marlins. Mitchell Marlins holding in. Momentarily, they're going to have to check up as Slimgen didn't see that the puck crossed the blue line. And Krogman, behind his own goalie, puts it up to a winger. In the near side, Krogman can't keep up with it. There goes a shot on by Slimgen. Works over up in top of the rack, and Brookings Rangers are up the other way. 2-on-1. Brookings Rangers take a shot and they score! On a 2-on-1 with 10:37 in this third period. The Brookings Rangers get their 4th goal of the game, and that was Cooper Deathridge on a breakaway 2-on-1.
We talked about Mitchell not being able to capitalize and not really getting good chances. Brookings gets a 2-on-1. They don't have a whole lot of odd-man chances throughout the game, but Cooper Deathridge was not going to misfire on that shot to go up 4-0.
Good shot up into the corner by Deathridge, making it 4-0 Brookings Rangers, and we have faced off as Parker Denny shoots it right on the goal of Egan Jensen. Another stoppage of play.
Unassisted goal for Deathridge, who over the course of the season had 13 goals in the regular season. So he gets his first one of the state tournament here.
Offensive face-off here for the Mitchell Marlins. Lose the puck in back of the Brookings goalie. And this is Johnson. Johnson's going to push it over the far side. Honkamp goes down, regains himself, caroms it all the way back around. Coming up is Lindstedt. Lindstedt on his forehand. He's going to beat all the Marlins in. He's going to take a shot and goes up over the top and up into the netting as Lindstedt beat everybody to the punch in the offensive zone on a forehand. And we have a stoppage of play. Now we're going to go out to the neutral zone for a faceoff.
Now a 4-0 deficit for Mitchell. It was already continuously growing with the fact that time kept ticking down, and now you're 10 minutes to go and you're down 4-0. This is where Brookings can make a game over pretty quick.
Up through the neutral zone quickly is the Brookings Rangers. Looking for a pass over on the far side over to Lindstedt. Lindstedt, Hyde, and Jensen. Over to Honkamp. Looking for a centering pass is Honkamp. Talon Hyde can't get it on his stick long enough to push it in the right direction. Mitchell Marlins in the near corner. Players go down. We're going to have a penalty. And I believe that's going to be a hook. Our fourth penalty of the game comes at 9:40 in the third period, and it's a Mitchell Marlins penalty.
I believe that's Everett Morrison that's going to go in the box. It is, no, sorry, Connor Deegan is in the box for 2.
Connor Deegan. All right, Connor Deegan. And you're going to put a Brookings Rangers up 4-0. Are going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play as we faced off. It's Honkamp looking for a pass down on the far side, and clearing this one out is a Mitchell Marlins and Denny. Denny collides with the referee there and loses the puck as Honkamp grabs it behind his own goalie. Honkamp's going to get it going with his legs, up and out of the defensive zone, over the neutral zone, over on the far side. Brookings Rangers circling the wagons down in front. Can't handle it. In the offensive zone now, pass goes on the far side, shot goes on to Vaughn. He's got it at the post. Centering pass. There's a centering pass to Hyde as a slap shot, and that's warded off out into the neutral zone. Brookings Rangers, this is Lindstedt. He's going to go in 1-on-4 with a shot and no rebound attempt. Bobbled just for a second by Vaughn. And we have a stoppage of play. It's a Pelican Power Sports power play for the Brookings Rangers.
We have a South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game that we will announce and talk to right now. Which brother do you give it to? Egan Jensen or Maxon Jensen? 2 goals for Maxon. 11 saves on 11 shots right now for Egan. It'll be tough. Might be some, and then also you're not just making this be offside against Brookings, but you're not making a, teammates. You get some bragging rights between your brother if you're the player of the game or not.
Well, you have to almost start thinking about Egan Jensen.
Is 11 saves for 0 shots against or 0 goals against enough? Or it usually is, but will it be?
Krogman pushes it in the offensive zone, and he's going to have to chase it back out through the neutral zone. We're at 39 seconds left in their Pelican Power Sports power play for the Brookings Rangers. A long stretch pass up to the near side. This is Christofferson. He's going to go in on his forehand, looking for a centering pass. Puts the brakes on, and that centering pass goes off the skate of Parker Denny. As that puck comes back into play, and we're going to face off to the right-hand side of Ian Vaughn. Just 24 seconds left in this power play for the Rangers. It's a 4-0 game at the 8:03 mark in this third period. It's our second game of the day, second of 11 in this tournament, second of 4 today as Honkamp pushes it down on a power play. And there goes a shot on, and it goes up and over the top of the skate. It was Honkamp who's going to get the assist, I believe, for the Brookings Rangers.
The Deathridge is second. I believe it was Deathridge that got the shot, so now he's got 2 goals.
And that is a power play goal for the Brookings Rangers with 7:54 left. It's a 5-0 game.
That is Deathridge that got that goal. That first initial pass was blocked by a stick, and he just said, well, going to put it on net, and good things happen. 5-0 lead.
So Cooper Deathridge is going to be on a hat trick watch here as this puck comes out of the neutral zone, and chasing back is the Mitchell Marlins, trying to get it up out of the defensive zone in the neutral zone. This is Yerke. Yerke trying to turn that one around, and the Brookings Rangers are back, and it's a slap shot, and he scores! And Brookings Rangers go up 6-0 to 7:27. And we're going to see who got that one.
And Cooper Schneider.
That's Cooper Schneider.
And it puts us in run time in the final 7:27. Schneider got the somewhat breakaway. He says, I'm just going to go with a slap shot. And that's a heck of a way to score your first goal.
A point-blank slap shot gets around Ian Vaughn.
My goodness. You don't see a lot of guys do that. And Cooper Schneider, that was an impressive slap shot.
And just like that, we are in run time. Brookings Rangers. And this is Lindstedt. Lindstedt's going to go in 1-on-3, gets it picked off his stick. And this puck's going to come all the way back down, and we are going to get an icing call for the Mitchell Marlins.
So now let's start to flip this a little bit. Sioux Falls West played a double overtime game, and Brookings will have a runtime game. You don't think, obviously Brookings at the number 2 seed, you don't think they're licking their chops right now, seeing a team that had to go to double overtime to win, and that last 7:27 is going to tick off pretty quick? They're in a prime position to get right back to the state championship going into tomorrow.
Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Chasing quickly is Denny. Denny's into the near corner. He's going to go down below the line, offensive zone. Going to tap it out to the defense. Shot goes on, sticked away. Mitchell Marlins in the offensive zone. This is Schlimgen, gets surrounded by the Brookings Rangers defense as they're going to push it up. And it's picked up and does get out into the neutral zone now. This is the Brookings Rangers on the far side. Lindstedt, he's going to try to circle, looking for a centering pass. He gets it back off the stick of a teammate, back out to the defense. Who's on the blue line now, does come out into the neutral zone, and Brookings Rangers are going to have to check up. Mitchell Marlins quickly up out of their defensive zone into the neutral zone. This is Denny. Denny takes a shot. That one gets broken up by Johnson. Held in by the Mitchell Marlins on the far side. A backhand centering pass gets intercepted. That one is intercepted in the defensive zone by Christofferson. And it looks like the Brookings Rangers are in just a little bit early in their offensive zone.
Every whistle is helpful for the Brookings Rangers from here on out. And the Marlins will have to shake this off quickly because then they're also facing a team who lost in double overtime tomorrow because they want to play for that Constellation Championship now. The attention has to turn to the Constellation Championship, and they'll be in a much better spot than Aberdeen will be going into tomorrow's game.
Brookings Rangers in the neutral zone. Push it over to the far side. Now they're going to dump it down in their offensive zone. Held in by the Rangers. There goes a shot on, possibly off the glove of Vaughn. And the Mitchell Marlins looking for a long stretch pass picked off in their defensive zone. Puck is pushed ahead, centering pass. Held in by the Brookings Rangers, a bouncing puck in front. There's one point blank, and they're going to score again to the Brookings Rangers at 4:55.
That's Jackson Heller that will get the goal. That one just kind of squeaked through Ian Vaughn.
Jackson Heller, that's his 7th goal of the year. He's been a little quiet this game, but he wakes up at 4:55 in the third period with a bouncing loose puck in front. And the wheels are officially off for the Mitchell Marlins at 4:28 as we face off, won by the Brookings Rangers. This is back to Caleb Johnson. He pushes it forward to far side and held in by the Brookings Rangers. Shot goes on, pad save out to the right side as the Brookings Rangers are once again circling the net. Back out to the defense, held in far corner. Off a skate, held in once again by the Brookings Rangers, and they score again!
Mauer Bartley, who had his first assist and first point, gets his first goal now to make it 8-0.
Mauer Bartley, 3:59 in this third period, scores from just inside the blue line. It is a running clock. If you're the Mitchell Marlins right now, at 8-0, it can't run fast enough. We're going to face off at the center dot. 43 shots on goal for the Brookings Rangers, 12 shots on goal for the Marlins. This gets pushed down in the offensive zone. Brookings Rangers hold the zone over on the near side. Puck goes down deep. There goes a shot on off the glove of Vaughn. Goes up and over. He didn't know where it was. Puck in front, and he's got it on his belly. Stoppage of play. 3 minutes on a running clock. 44 shots now on goal for the Rangers as that puck went out of play. Offensive faceoff coming here. Mauer Bartley scoring with 3:59 from his defensive position. Mitchell Marlins are into the offensive zone, gets taken off the stick, and going back up the other way is Lindstedt. Riley Lindstedt leaves a pass, and this one goes up and over the top for the Brookings Rangers. Brookings Rangers holding the zone, big contact there on the blue line, and I'll bet we're going to take 2 players from each team. as there was a lot of contact there at the blue line.
Waylon Carroll for Brookings, and try to see the number. It'll be for Morrison for Mitchell.
Offsetting penalties. We're going to continue 5-on-5 hockey.
And that clock continues to run, which is, again, good for the Mitch Bars. You are listening to KCCR FM Blunt, as well as also KKQQ and Brookings. As we're down to the final 100 seconds of this game, an 8-0 lead. It was 3-0 after the second period in favor of Brookings. Only 1-0 after the first.
Yeah, as the time continues to tick, nobody's in a real big hurry. We're going to face off offensive zone on the far side. That's Andrew Hahn going to step in. And this puck goes across and goes into the Vaughn's glove. Clock continues to run right up to that 1 minute mark. 45 shots on goal for the Brookings Rangers. Offensive faceoff. Once again, this is Andrew Hahn. Hahn, Deers, and ready. On the ice for the Brookings Rangers. We're at that 1 minute mark. Puck in that that far corner, near side. Held in once again by the Brookings Rangers. That shot went in by Cody Jacobson and pushed aside by Vaughn. Clock continues to run, 40 seconds. And we're going to go all the way down to the far end. As this puck gets pushed down, Jensen just slapped it all the way down to the other end of the ice. As the time, they'll just barely put this puck down on the ice to the right-hand side of Vaughn. Brookings Rangers taking their time to get out to the circle.
Again, we got the player of the game, South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game coming up here in about 15 seconds. We'll obviously have the post game before we get to that point.
They may or may not drop it. 11 seconds. Everybody's just kind of looking around, and that's going to be it. They're not going to drop the puck.
No need to drop the puck. The game being where it's at.
And that's going to do it as this buzzer rings. It was all Brookings Rangers. Started out at the 10:37 mark in that third period. And it was 5 straight goals to bring this thing to 8-0. And the Mitchell Marlins are going to go on to face Aberdeen Cougars. And the Brookings Rangers are going to go on to Sioux Falls West. We will be back to recap this one right after this.
Yeah, we'll come back with the post game. We're on Capital City Rock, KKQQ, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Calling all hockey fans to the 2025 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet. Join us April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center to celebrate this year's class of 25 Hall of Fame inductees and our high school award winners. Single tickets are $65, with reserve tables of 8 for $520 and sponsorship tables for $800. Doors open at 6 o'clock with the event starting at 7. The Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet Night, Friday, April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Get your ticket and table now.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Whale Construction, building custom homes, shops, garages, and remodels since 1998. Troy and his team will make your home your dream home. Whale Construction uses reputable subcontractors and products to make your build or remodel your dream come true. Call or message Troy today at 605-380-4473. That's 605-380-4473. Or message him at troy@whaleconstruction.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Goalie for the Brookings Rangers, Egan Jensen. Egan, take us through this game. You guys started out, it was 1-0 in the first period. Take us through that 1-0 and then all that game went through.
I don't know where really anything. We just weren't going as a team. There was no chemistry on the bench. It was quiet. Not a lot of talk. And once we got going, it really got going there in the second period. And 55 minutes for the other team in the first game. Whole year now.
So you get on the ice. What was the mood in the locker room prior to coming out?
It was rowdy, but we weren't really focused. We lost a lot of focus after we were told to come out at 3:03, and then when we found out when the team, we lost a lot of focus, and it just took a while to get back.
When did your team start to focus? Sometime in that third period?
Good talk after the first period kind of out, and then late second period we really got going. Scored that second goal, and the third goal came, almost had a fourth there, and then this third period was straight domination from the boys.
All right, Egan Jensen, Central Amateur Hockey Association, player of the game in a shot. You're moving on to the Sioux Falls West tomorrow.
And we welcome you back up here into the broadcast booth, the Kubota broadcast booth, as we wrap up our second game. And we'll be the Yankton Bucks and the Sioux Falls East Flyers coming up here in just a little bit. We'll have that for you, but we go through the scoring. All Brookings, all 8 goals for the Brookings Rangers. Max and Jensen scored the first 2. Mason Deers, Cooper Deathridge got 2 as well. And then Cooper Schneider, Jackson Heller, and Maurer Bartley. Schneider and Bartley were the first 2 goals of the season, for the Brookings Rangers in their 8-0 win over the Mitchell Marlins. So it will be Aberdeen and Mitchell playing at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We do have our first semifinal set between Sioux Falls West and Brookings. That'll be at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. We've got another game coming up. It'll be at 6 o'clock start coming up here in just a little bit. 6 o'clock start. We're already 6:12. We'll be on the air here in about 10 minutes for Sioux Falls East and Yankton, as Yankton will play their first ever state tournament game as they, for the first time, clinch a spot in the boys varsity state tournament. We'll have that game coming up here in just a minute. 8-0 final score between Brookings and Mitchell. We'll send you back to regular programming and back on the air here in about 10 minutes for Brookings, or for Yankton and Sioux Falls East, as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, KKQQ, and watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Pepper Sports Center, Beck Motors, Zander Auto Parts, May Adam, Lake Area Technical College, Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, Pelican Power Sports, Wagner Auto, The Hockey Headquarters, The Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. Join us all tournament long on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.